Fox 6's Bill Miston sat down with James McGillis to talk about his direction for the department and how he intends to build trust after a tumultuous year.
What are the challenges and opportunities that you see?
You take the history of the department. The department is staffed by great officers.
James McGillis not on the job yet, but says he understands the work ahead come July 26th.
What do you think are the biggest community concerns?
Again, trust building.
The Wauwatosa native and career law enforcement officer says as the new police chief, developing trust is a day one goal and says that can only be done through effective communication, be it in the department or within the community. A recent report commissioned by the city looked at the police department and areas it could be improved, including recruitment, service, policies, and training. The report with some telling responses from city leadership, residents, and department employees.
Do you think there is an us versus them mentality?
I believe in we.
But do you think there is an us versus them perception?
There might be, but again, I focus on we and I focus on the future. Recognizing that that may exist, but that informs me as the chief and command staff all the way down to the officers that we need to be approachable, we need to be fair and impartial, we need to be professional. We have to be the servants of our community to focus on public safety.
Last summer and fall, Wauwatosa at the center of protests and several nights of unrest following the decision to not charge a now former Wauwatosa police officer in the shooting death of 17-year-old Alvin Cole. Former police chief Barry Weber criticized for the police response to the October protests. Weber retired in June after more than 31 years as Wauwatosa's chief.
Community concern and hearing and listening to community concern is an essential role of what we do in law enforcement. Again, I wasn't the chief last year, but I was involved in my previous agency in crowd management. And when we have to use force, it's never pretty, but that's opportunity to help develop understanding of why we do the things that we do and why we have to utilize certain tools or use certain resources to keep everybody safe.
McGillis has a request for the community.
Let me get here, let me get my feet planted, let me work with the people within the department, work with community stakeholders, and I'm asking for patience.
For an opportunity he says he's excited to take on and hopes to have many more conversations down the road. In Wauwatosa, Bill Miston, Fox 6 News.
McGillis says he's already begun meeting with elected officials, department officers and employees, as well as community leaders to ensure there are open lines of communication and opportunity for dialogue ahead of his first day.